My name is Semra Özçelik, and today's guest is Sister Mina, who is a psychic and a medium who's been doing this profession for the last 37 years. She covers areas of meditation, spiritual cleansing and healing. Sister Mina, thank you very much for joining us today. I understand that you are known as Psychic Mina. Could you tell us a little bit about what exactly you do?
Okay. I am a psychic, and I also do medium and also healing. So I do a lot of psychic readings for people. I read their past, present and future when they want answers. As for medium, if there is a loved one that they want to contact and some message they might want to have, I also do that. Also for healing, there's a lot of people that come to me for healing. So we try to cover all those directions for them.
I'm very much interested in finding out why you chose to come into the Turkish community.
I chose the Turkish community because I feel they are very spiritual people and they are very warm people. And I do enjoy helping them and giving them my service.
What kind of problems people come to you with? How can people benefit from coming to see you?
I would say the most popular problems they would want to find out about would be relationships, business, career, health, and it can also be if they're a little bit lost in their life at the moment and they need a direction and they need a path to go down, and that's usually the times they come to see me.
Do you go to see your clients or do they come to see you?
Actually, some are both. They're very welcome to come and see me, or if they would like me to visit them, that's possible as well.
I'm sure all our viewers are quite interested in finding out what is the difference between a psychic and a medium.
A psychic is you see things, you feel things in their life, past, present, future. Medium is when you feel someone that's passed on and they want to find out about their loved ones, an answer, and that's the difference between spiritual and psychic.
And are you able to contact loved ones who have actually passed away?
Oh yes, that's happened many times, and it's a beautiful thing because it makes the person that's grieving feel a lot more comfortable if they've had a message from their loved one, and it's a beautiful thing.
How and when did you discover you were gifted?
When I was about 7 years old, I was born with my gift because my grandmother had it as well. And it was just one day, it seems to have, things was happening, and I just said to my grandmother, oh, that's going to happen, this is going to happen. And she was like, how do you know that? And I said, I don't know, it just keeps happening to me. Dreams comes true, I'll have a dream, the next day that will happen, but I just used to feel things. And then she said to me, you have a gift.
Can you briefly describe what involves during a meditation session or spiritual cleansing and healing?
Okay. For healing, we actually do crystals, and I use my hands for healing and meditating on them. For cleansing, that's completely something else. That would be candle burning, crystals, me doing certain prayers. If there is some sort of weird on them or there's something that's bad energy and negativity, we have to be very positive and remove that and think positive, and we just have to be very strong and get that out the way, because there's a lot of people that have got a lot of bad energies around them, and with that you have to work on that. So yeah, that's what I do, and I'm very pleased to be able to do that. I am very straightforward with people, and it is a lot to do with trust. It is a lot to do with trust, and them.
That was another question I wanted to ask you actually. When people come to see you, can they completely trust you in confidentiality? You know, because people don't want their private information or their private life story to pass on to someone else, and can they actually trust you 100%?
Oh my God, 100%. It's very important for your clients to trust you. It's like going to a solicitor or to a lawyer, and no matter what the situation is, it has to be 100% private and confidential, because otherwise that wouldn't be very good for my work either. If it was to slip out somehow, which it won't do, it's people just will lose their trust with you. I've had clients that's been with me over 30 years, and we've built up a lovely trust and on friendship and trust, and and that's the way they keep coming back and bringing me other clients and friends and family. And it is to do with that, actually.
And can I just find out, you've been doing this, you've been in the profession for 37 years. I'm sure you have had some memorable moments. Can you tell us what has been, for example, give us an example of the most memorable, most positive moment or a session that you've had with your clients?
Let's just say one on the top of my head. There was a lady that came over to see me, and unfortunately, sadly enough, she lost her son. And she came over, and she looked very sad, but I didn't know why until I started to read her. And I did see that her son, unfortunately, committed suicide. And she was absolutely devastated. She was actually getting quite ill about it, I can imagine. And when I was reading her son actually came to me and gave me a message to tell his mum, which was, "Mums, please be strong, because you have to be strong for my little boy," because his little boy, his mum took off, and so basically the grandmother was left to look after this 7-year-old child. And she was such in a state, then obviously her son that passed away was obviously not at rest, knowing his mum was so upset, grieving, that she wasn't capable of looking after his child. So when I told her, "I'm getting this message from your son, please be stronger. I know it must be hard for you, but please be stronger." And because your son wants you to look for my son. And she just had a smile on her face, and she wiped her tears, and I had tears coming down my face, and it was quite emotional. And then she hugged me and said, "Thank you, thank you." Then we went into the other room where her 2 daughters was, and they just got up and hugged me and said, "Thank you, Mina, because we haven't seen a smile on our mum's face for the last 6 months."
That is very positive, definitely.
It was, to be able to get that message and gave it to someone, and she
Changes lives, yeah.
She said to me, "I promise you, Mina, I'm going to try to be stronger. You're right, I have to look after my little grandson because there's no one else to. I have to be there," and I thought, good.
How can people contact you if they would like to make an appointment?
Well, my ad is coming out in the online newspaper, so they can look in the newspaper, and there's also a website on there. And they could just give me a call, make an appointment. You're more than welcome.
Well, Sister Mina, that's all for today, and thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.